The actualization of potential is through observation. Does that mean that you can observe yourself already happy and fulfilled, feeling completely alive in your life in this exact moment? See, if we can vividly bring memories up from our past, see it, feel it, hear it, does that not mean that we can also observe the future a little bit? The observer as the creator. Quantum physics implies that unless consciousness is involved through the process of observation, then matter is merely potentiality. Quantum theory also suggests that matter is simply possibilities that are actualized through the existence of a conscious observer, such as you or me. And quantum theory shows us that the mind of an observer does more than subjectively give meaning and interpretation to the observed. It actually makes the observed real. Everything is potential. The universe is full of infinite potential. And you are just one snippet of that potential. Because where you are now is what you're currently observing. But what if you can become the observer of that future you, where you see yourself, you as the happy, fulfilled? What are you doing? What are you seeing? Who's around you? What are you hearing? What are you smelling? What are you tasting? Part of this visualization, right? That's why athletes visualize before they go into a game. It helps them. They're observing the potential that's not yet manifest in physical reality. But if you think about things like your dreams, or again, thinking back in the past, right? You can relive certain experiences. So why wouldn't that apply to maybe future experiences? So if we could just be the observer and observe ourselves already in that moment, already in that fulfilled life, then where's the hang up? Why is it so difficult for many of us to feel like we're there already? Well, turns out there's a little static in the vibration. And the static is caused by your own brain. See, your brain, you could say, is trying to derail you, but let's not talk so negative about the brain, right? It's there to help protect us. But the thing is, with our brains, if it doesn't see, it goes by algorithms. It's kind of like AI or social media algorithms, right? It's programmed to keep, what's already there as a computer, and then it's kind of predicting what is going to come of the future. So what the brain cannot see, it will try to predict to its best ability while also trying to protect, thus hijacking you and maybe keeping you in a frequency and saying, well, I'm here and what you want is here. But alchemy is a really cool thing, and one of the easiest ways to shift your brain out of its own algorithm is gratitude. And I know a lot of people, there's a lot of books and things on gratitude, and a lot of people find it corny or cliche and say, well, part of that is we're programmed, right? To be cynics, to be pessimistic, to protect ourselves, to not think a different way or go outside of our own boxes. So gratitude, it shifts us into this present moment in a very easy way, and it shifts the vibration and the frequency so you can become more aligned to that kind of life. One of our biggest fears is that what if all this work and time we're putting into going down our own path, doing things that are completely aligned and authentic to us, what if it's all for nothing? What if I still don't get what I want in the end? The outcome. Again, that's your brain. I'm down here, what I want is up here, okay? So I just want to say that it's never for nothing. Your path is never for nothing. The more aligned you are to yourself, and gratitude is going to be part of the key to that. And gratitude is not easy for everybody, but it starts with small shifts, okay? Something I would do, and I have stacks and stacks and stacks of journals, just thoughts and morning reflections and things that I write down every single morning for years now. I have a whole box upstairs of just thoughts written out in journals, okay? Probably like, I don't know, like 50 of them. And you know, your mind can either be your prison or it can empower you. Your thoughts can either imprison or can empower you. Remember that, okay? So it's not all for nothing. It's that your brain is trying to convince you of that. So it's not about attaching to the hows of the outcome. It's about aligning to the frequency of what makes you feel alive in your life. What is something that's good about your day today? This could be the best day of your life and you wouldn't even know it because you're not observing it as so. So you can allow your brain to spiral you, plummet you down a road of past limiting beliefs, or you can slap it across the face and you could say, enough of this irrational fear. I am the observer, I am the creator in my own life. So what you observe becomes manifest. So you could go outside right at this moment and you can look around your yard and you could see garbage, or you could hear noises of maybe lawn equipment. I know, because I've done this and gotten really uptight and constricted and frustrated because I'm focusing my attention on that. That's what I'm observing. So that has become my reality. Or I could choose to focus on something I'm grateful for, or listen to maybe a bird tweeting and divert my focus to that, be the observer of that. And suddenly things shift a little, okay? You may not notice huge shifts, but that's the key. So 3 keys: have patience, look for little signs and doors opening, and focus on flow and what makes you feel alive. Now, this is a question that is difficult for people. What makes you feel really alive in your life right now? For some people, this can be a depressing question. You know, for me, it was, it's really a point of self-reflection. Like, what makes me feel alive? And a lot of times I didn't have an answer for it. You know, so you have to look for the very smallest bit of evidence of what brings you alive and focus on that. How can you be grateful for maybe 3 small things today to shift that vibration, shift that frequency just a little bit into presence, okay, where you can smell, hear, feel, instead of letting your brain imprison you or your thoughts imprison you or your brain hijacking you, because that's all it knows. It only knows how to interpret best based on past limiting beliefs, based on things your parents told you, society told you, who you are to be. Be the silent observer in your own life and watch things shift around you. So, with that said, I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Try to put out new videos every single week for you. And until next time, I will see you on the next one. Peace.